Hey everyone! In today's video, we're tagging along with the Mesopai TV channel to explore a truly unique project where a young South Korean couple took on the challenge of renovating a rural home that's over 50 years old. Even though they had zero experience in home renovation, the couple made the bold decision to start this journey after becoming completely worn out by the fast-paced, high-pressure lifestyle in Seoul. Craving peace and simplicity, they chose to walk away from the idea of dropping a fortune on an overpriced apartment in the city. Instead, they purchased this old, rundown countryside house for just around $8,000. Since they still held full-time jobs back in Seoul, weekends were the only time they could dedicate to the renovation. Every Friday, they'd leave the city and head out to the countryside, working non-stop for 2 days straight before heading back to their regular jobs on Monday. To keep costs down, they did nearly all the work themselves, pouring their energy, effort, and hopes into building their dream home from scratch. Despite the physical strain and countless challenges, they pushed through with incredible determination. From the very beginning, the house was in terrible shape, nowhere near livable by modern standards. While it wasn't completely falling apart, decades of abandonment and shoddy patchwork repairs had left it severely deteriorated. Out of all the areas that needed fixing, the kitchen proved to be the toughest, and eventually the highlight of the entire renovation. Determined to create a modern, cozy, and functional cooking space, the couple spent a total of 36 days transforming it. They started by cleaning out the entire kitchen area. Then came the floor, raising and leveling it with a fresh layer of concrete to match the adjoining rooms. After that, they measured, cut, and assembled wooden panels by hand to create custom cabinets and countertops. Every surface was carefully sanded, painted, and varnished to perfection. When it came to the countertop, they opted for a budget-friendly solution that didn't sacrifice looks. They also installed a brand new stainless steel sink to round out the functionality. The wooden boards they used were not only cheap but sturdy and easy to size to fit perfectly around the sink area. To tackle the poor lighting in the dark, gloomy kitchen, the couple installed a track lighting system directly on the ceiling. But they didn't stop there. They also personally installed a range hood, drilled ventilation holes into the wall, and hooked up all the lighting and exhaust systems by themselves. Once the kitchen was finished, the couple jumped straight into their next big challenge, renovating the bathroom. Without any help from professional plumbers, they boldly decided to take on the entire project themselves, finishing it in just 10 days. They started by ripping out all the old moldy fixtures, the toilet, sink, and everything else that had been sitting unused for years. Through trial and error, they even figured out how to shut off the main water supply, a skill that's definitely not easy for someone with no experience. To save time and effort, the couple made a clever choice. Instead of removing all the old wall tiles, they laid the new tiles directly on top of the existing surface. This smart workaround helped them avoid the hassle of redoing the entire waterproofing system for the walls. Although the process wasn't easy, their persistence paid off. They successfully retiled the entire floor and walls of the bathroom and even installed a brand new toilet and a modern vanity cabinet, all with their own hands. But they didn't stop there.